Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. This is a shipping video. I have 13 items going out for $358.32. That's okay, not really where I want to be for being full-time. And 4 of these items are my son's items that we split. So I'm not even getting that amount minus eBay fees and shipping. You know, I'm paying him half of some of the 4 items, and I'll tell you what those are. So definitely still very slow. I listed 20 items yesterday. I have 5 going up this morning that were scheduled. And then as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna list about 15 more for today. My VA has about 15, I think, left that I can launch, so it'll be a pretty easy listing day as far as actually launching items. Then I have, let's see, I have 26 left that are photoed and half drafted. If I was looking up an item to see if I should sell it or consign it, if I decided to keep it and do eBay with it, I went ahead and kind of drafted it out as I was doing that. So it'll be a pretty easy listing day, but I want to get all those done and scheduled so they're not under my feet. And then I'm going to do a lot of paperwork. I've been staying up really late just trying to catch up because I know that at least for the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'm going to have to really emphasize being gone and sourcing. So I'm going to have to just kind of get caught up here, and there's no other way except to work late, later. So, I didn't really go to bed till like 11:30, 11:45, something like that. Thankfully, I didn't have any insomnia, and I fell asleep right away. But I let myself sleep in, and I didn't wake up till 6:30 without an alarm. Normally, I would have gone to work out this morning at 5:45, but it is still snowing, buckets of snow. All the roads are still closed, at least coming from Utah toward us. And about 20 miles away from here where one of my good friends lives, I believe you can look it up in Encampment, Wyoming, but they have 3 to 4 feet of snow, literally. They're closer to the mountain than we are. They're like right up against the mountain. They're 20 miles closer. We're close. We're considered kind of up in the mountains, but we're not like right on the edge of it. And so it has just been, I think Interstate 80 out here, I think this is the 4th day it's been closed. And I don't know what the record is, if it's 5 or 6 days, but I've never seen it closed this long that I remember in the 25 years that I've lived here. Okay, guys, we got to get shipping. That's kind of my update for today. I'm also going to try to edit 25 to 50 more items. I've got them pulled behind me, and I think that's important. You'll see some clearance items in here. That's why, I mean, I'm happy to have the sales, but, you'll see a lot of $5 and $8 items, but I'm actually really happy with that. It's 2 or 3 year old cash flow that has been sitting in my garage, unattended, not inventoried. And part of it is that when I am listing new stuff, I'm selling so much new stuff that this cannot be my priority. But right now, since I'm stuck in town and can't go get, new and better items anyway, this is a good use of my time. This is a project that is long needed to be done. I should be doing 1 box a week, like just from now throughout infinity, whatever. I should just pick 1 box a week, make it like an hour-long thing, and figure out what's in the box. But this got way away from me, and so anyway, we're going to do it now. So let's go look at what has sold. So like I said, 13 items, $358.32. All right, this I'm happy with. This is not really an item that I had gotten to yet, but I'm glad to see it sold. It's a bins find from, I don't know, guys. The bins were closed during COVID. I think it was maybe after, the bins reopened. It's about 2,000 items ago, though. And it's just a Spider-Man towel. I had 2 of these, kind of older character towels. I don't know. I don't have the date in it, but it's a Franco towel. And they make a lot of kids, kind of graphic towels. So I do have a read on it also. So I don't know if I put read on it just because it was faded. I'm not going to click in to see. But it's a beach towel is kind of what it is. You could use it in the bathroom too. But anyway, it's sold via promoted listings. It did not use, they did not use my coupon. And so it sold for $20.19 plus shipping. So I'm happy with that. I will take it. That's good for something that has been sitting for way over a year. Okay, so this is 10 ounces. This is going to California. California likes me, and I like it because I keep a little bit on the shipping when I ship to California. So this is only going to cost me $4.88, and it's $6.50 is what I charge them. I truly don't know. I would have to ask at the post office, and I don't want to, you know, make them feel bad for something they can't control. But I don't know if my mail has gone anywhere since even Tuesday. I really don't know. I have my scans, and, you know, there's not much else I can do. If I get some late arrival things or if customers complain, I'll just call eBay. I have definite proof. I mean, there's 10 ways to show them that, you know, I have my scans, I do have my tracking, but that it got held up in Wyoming. And I'm sure they're getting calls from all over the country at some level that roads are closed or people couldn't get back home, you know, things like that. It should not be a surprise if I did have to call them. But right now we're good. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I'm just trying to get in a position to where I can go for 3 or 4 days if I can't get back. So I'm going to look at the roads again like tomorrow night on Saturday night. I need to put this thing closer. Not the roads, but the forecast. I know there is some snow coming next week, but I don't think it's going to be anything like this, is my understanding. Now, I could be wrong, but by tomorrow night, I should be able to tell what I need to do for Sunday or Monday. And if there is another decent-sized storm coming that may close the roads, or if the wind is going to close the roads, then I'm going to leave either Sunday afternoon if I really have to. I don't want to. I would rather wait till Monday, get my shipping out, and then do 2 or 3 days of shipping on there, and then that way, you know, I'm getting all my weekend orders out. But I'll do what I have to do because I will be out of inventory by then, so I kind of have to do that. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I have been doing better at not wrapping items, but this is an older item, so I already had it wrapped before I started making videos. This is just a Jakks Pacific toy, and it's a Pokemon figure from 2008. It's just 3 inches wide. My son does really good on toys. So we've had this. I think we wanted closer to 20, but this was part of the clearance that, you know, he put different prices on the things that hadn't sold. So this did get caught with my coupon, so 20% extra off, no promotion. So it sold for $15.99 plus shipping, so $20.88. And that is only an ounce. Let's see where this is going. I wrapped it in bubble wrap and then put it in a poly mailer. Toy people are picky, so make sure that you have some kind of way to, you know, brace that in there. Let's see. I'm going to put 2 ounces just because hopefully they'll even go. This is going to Missouri City, Texas. I don't know where that is. As much as I've been in Texas quite a bit, I don't know. So I charged them $6.50 and it's only going to cost me $3.90. So we're getting a couple bucks back on the shipping, which is great. I do advertise that I combine shipping, but I don't advertise that, you know, if you realize the shipping was, you know, a little bit less that you get a refund. You know, on huge hard goods, if someone like in Wyoming or Colorado buys something from me and it's like $25 more, then you know, I will refund the shipping just as a courtesy. But, you know, I I might have even, no, I didn't take an offer or else they wouldn't have been able to use the coupon on that. But either way, you know, the price is in there. I clearly advertise my flat rate price. And so if I make a tiny bit on the first class shipping, then I'm sometimes taking offers based on knowing that, okay, this is going to be cheap shipping because it's in Wyoming or something. Sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes on a bigger item, boy, this package is going to be smaller than the label for sure. I'll have to configure this right. Sometimes if it's a really big item, like a snowman, a blow mold or something, then I will ask them, you know, before I accept their offer, I'll message them and say, you know, hey, where is this shipping to? And then, you know, I'll kind of decide based on how much I'm going to make on the shipping and tell them, yeah, I'll accept your offer, you know, because I'll get to keep a little bit on the shipping. And I just tell them that, you know, and then, so I do kind of try to help my customers out, but it would just be too much to like, oh, well, you know, this pair of shorts was only $6.01, and so I'm going to refund the 60 cents. That would just take you forever. And I don't think you have to. I mean, if you've clearly said what this shipping is going to be. So, because they did get that toy at a bargain, actually. All right, this is a Knox Rose dress. I've been experimenting with Knox Rose. This is new with tags, and so, oh no, it's a cardigan blouse. I don't know why I put dress. Maybe you could wear it as a dress. I don't know. I put dress on it, but it's a cardigan blouse. It is an XL. I know that some people are getting much more on Knox Rose. I've tried. This is like 300 items ago. Sorry guys, I woke up with my nose running a little bit. I don't know why. Excuse me. So anyway, as I was saying, it's a bohemian floral ruffle, dolman sleeves. Very pretty. Brand new. Got it at the bins. I just finally took an offer of $11 plus shipping. I know some people say that in the bigger sizes they're getting 25 and 30 on this. And maybe if I would have waited, or maybe if I had more in my store, you know, it's still a great turnover. I would have paid about $1.50 for this. So $1.50 to $11 is okay. I only pick up Knox Rose at the bins because I've been trying to, you know, get it to move, and it's just not really working for me. It's a good bread and butter if it's in the $11 to $12 range, but this is a brand new with tags, and I still only got $11 for it. So let's see. This is going to Pennsylvania. Chalfont. I've never heard of that either. Let's see how much this is going to cost. Okay, $5.17. I charged $6.50, so got a little bit. Got a little dollar. It's going to be a good day. You know, I'm not a homebody. I like to get out and go places, but I have nowhere to go today. The only place I went yesterday was to the mail and to the thrift. I'm so glad I did. I got that American Giant, I think it's American Giant, right? I don't even know the brand well enough. I just knew it when I saw it because I've heard people talk about it. I think it's American Giant. Where'd it go? If you didn't watch my mini haul yesterday, yeah, I found my first piece of American Giant Storm. Whoo, so happy. So very happy. I just looked up American Giant to make sure that I had the brand right, and I didn't even look up the Storm part. I'm assuming that might be a little bit better. And the hoodie looks in good shape. I didn't even really double check it in depth because I just want that in my store. I want to, you know, it's a great brand for me to finally get in my store. Just like with a pair of teaks. If I ever find a pair of teaks or Rothy's, I don't care if they're beat up. I don't care. I'm buying them if they're reasonable and putting them in my store just to remind myself, just to help me when I'm going back through my sales, to remind me, okay, pick these things up. That's what I'm going to do. All right, this is an LL Bean shirt. This is a women's. I don't know what size it is. It's really pretty. It's a large regular. I think it's a women's. Maybe it isn't. Let me look here. at what I decided. Sometimes I have to go to which side the buttons are on. Sometimes I just can't tell on some of this like hiking Gorpcore stuff. Yeah, I have women's. I also have Reed in the title, so there was a flaw in this, so that's why I took less. Normally on a nice nylon mesh kind of button front shirt, this is a large actually, so normally in a large I would want $12 for this, but there's definitely a flaw. So I had Gorpcore and hiking in the title, which I think helped. So I sold this for $7.90 plus shipping, so the customer is still paying $15.27. They did not use a coupon or any promoted listings. I do have promoted listings on almost everything I have at about a 10% rate. I know that's controversial, but I think it helps turn my store. I think that's why I have almost equal active to equal sold on a 1,000-item store. So even though I'm not happy right this minute with my sales, but it's only because I haven't been listing, on a normal month, I'm at 10,000 in sales, and I have, like, I struggle to keep a 1,000-item store, and it's because I believe that I promote my stuff, which of course then I lose that 10% on, you know, whatever does get caught in the promoted, which is a decent amount. I'd say at least half of my things I pay promoted listings on. So anyway, this sold, or this is going to California. Woohoo, great for me. $4.20 in shipping, and I charged $6.75. So I'm getting another couple bucks in there, a little over that for a flawed item. Again, if you've been watching my edited videos or my editing videos, be very careful what you list with flaws. I had to pull a bunch of stuff that's older. It had flaws, but they were flaws that weren't really. They were on Levi's jeans. They had a hole in the inseam, which I know some people will wear if it's like a real cool look otherwise, but these weren't. So make sure that whatever you're selling can sustain a flaw. Make sure it's cashmere and it has one little hole, or it's something. Oh yeah, that's the depressing thing I haven't told you. I had a Patagonia lamb's wool sweater. And I checked it over. It had a little bit of staining. Otherwise, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have washed it. And I don't know what I was thinking. I put it in a laundry bag to protect it. It was washable. It said it was washable. So I put it in, one of those mesh laundry bags. And then I had a bra for my consignment client. And I put it in the bag with it because I wanted to protect the underwire. And I don't know if I didn't snap the back of the bra or if with the agitation it came undone. But either way, I'm not sure, but maybe there was an underlying hole that I had missed on the Patagonia lamb's wool sweater. Anyway, maybe I just missed like the smallest hole, and then when I washed it, it got bigger. But what I think probably happened is that the bra either was unhooked and I didn't think about it, or it came unhooked, and that the hook on the back of the bra, snagged the sweater, and then with the agitation, it ripped a big hole in it. So it's okay. It was a bins find. It's like a $2 loss in that sense, as far as cash out. But, it was like an XL. I think I could have probably gotten 40 for it. So that is a lesson learned, That's the other reason I just don't do laundry here at my house normally. I normally go to the laundromat and put items like that in a washer that doesn't even have an agitator. So yeah, I've got to be more careful on that. But right now, going to the laundromat, sometimes some of the businesses in town plow good, but there's been one time I had to go to the laundromat. It wasn't snowy, but it had just been raining a lot, and it was so muddy. And, it's fine, but they hadn't really made it so that a person could get in and out. And my feet and my shoes were so muddy by the time I was done, just because, they hadn't really taken care of that. And so right now with the snow we're having, and it's not always their fault. Like, we're having trouble getting people to come plow the church every day with this mess, This is a 66 degrees north Iceland coat. Now in adult sizes, this is kind of a bolo. 66 degrees north Iceland. That's the brand, is my understanding. That's on the tag. I won't take it out. It's just a children's gray hood-lined coat. This is called the Andvari jacket. But this is a boy's 12-year-old jacket. I could have held out, but you know, we're getting into spring someday here. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, we should be at least feeling like we're in spring. And this is a pretty heavy lined coat. So I went ahead and just took $11 for it, $20.70 all in. They did use my promoted listings. I need to get myself a piece of tape here. So yeah, it was a bin's find. It's probably cost me, we'll see here if it's over 2 pounds. I definitely paid, let's see, around $3 for it. Well, it's £1.38, so yeah, let's just say $2.50. So not the best pickup to sell for $11, but you know, the brand had such good comps. There weren't a lot of children's ones listed, so I wanted to try it. And I don't really regret it, but I still made, what, $5 maybe in the end, something like that. Let's see if we charged any more on shipping. Might make $1 on that. Let's see. So yeah, I made pumpkin bread last night. I got to go take that out of the pans and put that in the freezer. I made a double batch. Let's see. This is going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. And yeah, let's see. I charge $9.75 on this, thankfully. So I get to have about $1.40 that comes into the business on the shipping. So yeah, I got to put that away. And then I made spaghetti sauce last night, so we're just going to have leftovers on that. My husband is eating tonight over at the church because they had to reschedule their Wednesday night program. The kids are making the cars like you do in Boy Scouts, and they're going to race them. And the Boy Scout leader and a bunch of people are going to be there next Wednesday to race them in town. And, you know, we are going to be at the community center and all this. So they're kind of on a deadline where they didn't want to completely cancel for today. They wanted to finish their cars. I don't know. I hope all the kids come out. If not, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it is a mess. I don't think school is canceled today. I don't have children in school anymore, or my grandkids. I don't have any who, you know, live here. My nieces and nephews live about 90 miles away. So I don't know, you know, if school is canceled again or not. I really don't know. I just don't keep up anymore. Okay, this is a pair of Under Armour boots. Sorry, they were already taped down, so I'm not going to untape them. I'm showing you what I can, guys, but I am trying to get in the habit of not taping the top of these items. All right, these were my son's. He picked them out there, so he'll get half. These are Under Armour boots, men's US 11. They have the word brown tine in it, which I live out here in the middle of Wyoming. I don't know what brown tine means. It might be the type of camo. They do have like a camo look to them. They're Realtree camo, and they are scent controlled, which, I mean, these are older, so I'm sure the scent control is gone. But anyway, they did not use a coupon or any promotions at all. And so I sold them for $74.80 plus shipping, so $94.54. And the guy looks like he has good feedback. Let's see where these are going. These are 4 pounds, 7 ounces. All right, so I need to up that a little bit. Centennial, Colorado, so that's good. So let's see, I charged $13.50, and by Parcel Select Ground, they're only going to charge $8.14. Let's see what priority is here. I'm going to try to upgrade him just because. Where is it? Come here, come here, come here. There it is. $8.38. Oh yeah, most definitely. Not that I ever get anything on the couple of times I've ever tried to get a, you know, something on the post office, like for a lost package. There's been like twice in my life I've tried. Once for the post office and once for UPS, and they just don't pay. They do everything they can not to pay. I'm not saying you couldn't if you were persistent, but it just was not worth my time. They were really small claims. If I ever had like a huge one, I would do that, but not worth my time. I had a return. I I haven't had a whole lot of returns in January and February, which sometimes you do. It's just New Year's regrets or whatever with people. And of course, I have free returns on all our clothing. But I have this toy over here. And the people, according to them, you know, they've read that, you know, when you buy a toy, you know, they're supposedly in this group of toy sellers. And you know, so they had a video of them opening the toy, and then they found damage on it. And I looked back, you know, I had put that there was some wear on the package, you know, so this was not like to be really purchased by a collector anyway, because there was, you know, some visible wear on the top, and I had taken a photo of all that. But in the end, you know, these people are just, I don't know that they were really trying to defraud me. I think that they just are, you know, on this toy group. And to me, it makes them look very much more suspicious that they happen to have a video as they unboxed it. But I do know that that is like a thing that people say to do. So I think they just, you know, got into that. I mean, I took it back, of course, but I don't think they realize that. To me, as a reseller, the fact that you happen to have your camera when you opened it just makes you look like you were expecting something to be wrong. But they, you know, they weren't asking for a partial refund, so I'm thinking, you know, they must just be on a group that says that's what you do. I guess if I had $1,000 item that was coming in the mail and the reseller didn't have good feedback, which, you know, you would hope you wouldn't order from them in the first place. But I guess maybe if I had some doubt, I might do that. You know, and it doesn't prove anything because you could untape the bottom. I didn't use eBay tape. That's the thing on this, and I don't really order that anymore. I don't feel like it sticks as well as just the U-line tape. So I've quit using my coupon for the eBay tape. But I guess in this case, you know, unless they happen to be a real fraudster and had rolls of eBay tape, I guess that way I could have seen whether they had cut the eBay tape anywhere else. But, you know, honestly, I was willing to take the refund anyway. It's not like I would have denied the refund. It's just strange that they went to all that effort. All right, this is a pair of Levi's 559s. I'm so glad to get these out of here. I had not gotten to edit these yet. These were coming up. I'm on the 1500s as far as my editing, and this is number 2211. So this would have probably been done sometime in the next week or two. I would have gotten to edit these, and I might have even pulled them. I don't know what the flaw is on these. But anyway, I took 604. Plus, they used a 20% off coupon and promoted listings, and I'm fine with that. If I even get $1 back into my business to go buy something, you know, better with, that's fine. If this is your first video of mine, thank you for joining us, and please subscribe if you want to. But if you don't know, I had gotten tons of free jeans at this one estate sale that I went to, and I just listed them. It was just during COVID or right before or right after COVID, and so I was just desperate for inventory, so I just power listed, you know, tub after tub of jeans, and I did sell a ton of flawed items for good prices, so I really don't have any regrets. I think it took me a week and a half of listing just hundreds and hundreds of pair of jeans because it was just so quick. So let's see, I'm going to keep about 50 cents on the shipping. No big deal. Going to Canton, Ohio. So, but I would not buy these again or list. You know, Levi's can have some flaws. I think distressing is good. I don't know. If it's just a little bit of distressing, I don't put the word flaw or read in the title. So this must have some kind of substantial something done. My husband is going to take my mail, like I said, so that's why I'm not going in to tell you exactly what the flaw is. I got to keep moving. He's going out about 10, so I got to hurry up and get these done. Then I'm going to launch what my VA has done. Then I'm going to go do that editing, and I will do a video about the editing because I want those 2 boxes out of my office. Then I'm probably going to just do paperwork the rest of the day and try to get that out of my hair. That is what I want to do. I'm going to turn on something interesting to watch. And I've got a lot of Bolo videos from you guys. If some of you are resellers who have subscribed to my channel, and I know we've been watching each other's stuff. So I've got some things I'm in the middle of. And by the way, I was going to tell you, there's this little lady. She might be my age, I don't know, but she's just really cute. Her YouTube channel is Selling for Good. She's just a really cute lady. She makes really good like videos though of her shipping. So, and then I've just still been watching a lot of Nifty Nook Thrift and Dixon's Pickens. He is in the mentorship group that I'm in, and he just kind of does a lot of vlogging. He's definitely a volume seller. Every day he'll sell things at $8 and $10, and that's fine. But like I said, he lives closer to the bins, so he doesn't. Actually, I lied. He lives about an hour and a half from the bins. You know, so he goes, I want to say every 2 or 3 days, he just drives up there, something like that. And so it's fine. I'm trying to go to the bins, but yet have like a $30 sell-through rate, which is, you know, a tough combination because you've got to sit there all day, but that's okay. This is, see, and sometimes this is why you can't be in a hurry. Like I have the number on here. I know that this is the Epson ink cartridge, and I'm going to open it to make sure, but I didn't even write what it is on the box. When you pre-pack, you can't do that. So yeah, this is just an Epson 69 color ink cartridge. I don't take the King Super stickers or Walmart stickers off when I sell these because I want them to know that it's legitimate ink. It was sold at a store. So I actually leave the stickers on. This was my son's find. They used a 20% off promotion, and which I was trying to only do the coupons on my clothing, but somehow I missed it on this. But it's okay. My son, you know, is fine with the prices because he picks this stuff up for nothing. And so anyway, they use promoted listings plus the coupon. So it's $28.36 total for the customer. So yeah. Yeah, I got a lot to do. I want to get started on that jewelry, even though I'm not going to make a ton of money on it. It'll be really good for my store. So I need to get in there and at least just do a few pieces this weekend. At least do like 10 of them and get started. So we're keeping about $1.50 on the shipping also. This is going to Pennsylvania. If you didn't watch my jewelry haul, even if you're not a jewelry reseller, it's something that you could easily find at a garage sale. It's just a bunch of pieces that are signed. I don't think there's any super high-end, you know, there's a lot of Trifari, there's some Swarovski ones that are marked, there's, you know, stuff like that, but let's see, Whiting Davis, I think is another one. I'm not a jewelry seller, but I'm in conversation with at least one person who is a jewelry seller. So I'm going to go through, look up all the signed pieces and Google Lens them and kind of get an idea if anything is like, you know, the $1,000 brooch that the Nurse Flipper talks about. But if it's not, then I might just you know, ask this lady who is a jewelry seller to make a really good offer. I told her, this is not my stuff that I got at a garage sale, or else I would just sell it all to you for $300 and move on with my life. You know, this lady I'm really trying to do right by. And so I told her I'd have to have, you know, like a decent amount, more than I would ever charge. And she's the lady who buys the bras from me. So she knows that normally I'm just, you know, very fair. So before I really in depth start listing stuff, I'm gonna do it out of order. Instead of making the listings, I'm gonna get some pieces of paper or little stickers and, you know, get little baggies and look them up, see what we could get on eBay, you know, if we waited, and then I'll ask this lady what's the best price you could give me. Then I'll talk to the gal who I'm selling these for, and I'm hoping she'll say, yeah, let's just get the $800 in cash right away. That's what I'm hoping. I'll tell her that, you know, it's going to be 6 months to a year before we get the other amount. Now, if there's a huge difference in the two offers, then we'll go that route, and that's fine. All All right, these are a pair of Elos shorts. Right now, I am pretty much picking up almost every pair of shorts that I see at the bins, either to take to the consignment, because I want to have huge checks in the summer from this consignment. I'm going to be garage sailing a lot of weekends in the summer, so I'm going to have trouble getting to the bins on top of that, because if it's like it always has been, we find such amazing hard goods and clothing too, but a lot of hard goods at garage sales in the summer. And it keeps my sales either steady, even in like compared to the middle of winter when I'm selling jackets and boots and all that. It keeps my sales steady with, just going to garage sales. So I want to have enough money at that consignment store that I don't have to travel farther. Because that's my son. I'll talk to him in a minute. Let me tell him just a second. Sorry, guys. Like I told you before, I have not told my kids. This is going to be a surprise to them. It's no big deal if they find out. I think it'd be funny, but I am just, parents can have secrets too, right? Your kids do this kind of stuff when they're growing up. They, do all kinds of things that, they tell you about later when they're in their 20s, and you're like, oh, okay, great, thanks. If you don't have older children, brace yourself. There's still things in my childhood I have not told my parents as far as like my teenage years. Anyway, let's focus here. These are Elo shorts. They're not a name brand I think are that, desirable. I want to say these were new with tags. I don't know, but either way, they're really nice condition. Women's size 18, I took $8 plus shipping. These are going to California, and I'm going to keep about $2 on the shipping, so that's good. And, but anyway, like I was saying, I'm just waiting. I think it'll be a funny kind of family joke. There's a reason behind it that, I haven't told my kids I'm making these videos, but I'm not going to do it right now. My kids won't be impressed by 185 subscribers, even though I am, and I'm totally happy if I never have any more. I'm just making these videos kind of for myself too. But, if you could help me with the practical joke that I'm going to play on my kids, subscribe, please, please. It'll really help. And then, because by the time they find out, I want, to have several thousand subscribers. So at least, so mom can look like she's not, out of the loop on everything. It's kind of payback for all the things my kids didn't tell me. That's all I'm saying. All right. We got a couple more. All right, this is a game that, if you ever see it out, sorry, I've got the pieces in here. If you ever see it out in the wild with the lid and with all the pieces, it is a bolo. We are missing 1/2 of a piece, and so we still went ahead and sold it like as replacement parts, so it's still sold good. This was my son's find. It sold via promoted, no coupon, so it sold for $19.99 plus shipping, so $32.14 total. Let's see. This one lady, it's probably this lady, asked me for pictures of them taken apart, and I don't know why I didn't do that, the 2 halves of the Oreos. But, so we'll see. See if this, see if she's one of those people who will claim that they weren't there, because I didn't actually show the 2 parts. I showed both sides of the Oreo, but I think that would be hard to prove. So either way, we'll see. I could go check her feedback. But this is going to Indiana. Parcel select is $9.58. Let's see if I can upgrade her to priority just to make sure this gets going. $9.94. Yeah, I definitely will do that. I charged her $10.75 on the shipping, so I'm not keeping that much. I ate too much pumpkin bread, and I thawed out of the freezer some of my son's birthday cake. I had frozen it that same day. We divvied it up and froze a little of the leftovers, so it's like this chocolate cherry dump cake. And you know, I worked late, and then we watched the first episode of Leverage, which is not the old Leverage, but they made a comeback of it. And it's really sad. Timothy Hutton, who was in Leverage, I guess he was accused of raping a child at one point, and he was completely exonerated, never charged, but the accusation was there. And, you know, I don't know. He's in the middle of suing everybody to try to get his name back. I don't, you know, who knows if he did it or not, right? You never know. But anyway, the company that had him scheduled to do Leverage, which he's the main character in the show, honestly. You know, they got rid of him, and this was before anything was proven in court or whatever. So just based on the accusation, you know, they got rid of him. And so the team is only the other four, which is, you know, it's strange to watch it because I'm used to him being in it. But anyway, it's really good. It's just, I really like Leverage. So we watched the first episode of that, and that was 45 minutes, and then ate way too much. All right, this is Rustler. Again, I'm so happy these are going out of here. This is a pair that I have edited. They're just straight leg distressed Rustler. I've always known that Rustler does have a following. Some people just know it, and they know their number in these, but I don't normally pick them up because they do only sell for between $8 and $12 unless you really wait a while. So anyway, I finally took $7.99 on these plus shipping, so the customer is still paying $18.32 on this pair of Rustler jeans, which I think is a lot, honestly. You can get Rustler jeans at Walmart for what, 12 or 15 maybe now, I don't know. I don't know how much clothing prices have gone up with COVID and, you know, all the things with the Ukraine and all these things going on in the world. Yeah, I don't know. Sold via promoted, but no coupon, if I didn't say that. So anyway, to me, they're paying almost retail price. Sorry, I'm trying to get more of these things. They're paying almost retail price for these pair of jeans. This is going to California. Yay. It doesn't make a difference on flat rate, but so I'll keep about $1.40 on the shipping. So yeah, this did not have a flaw, these Rustlers. They don't say flaw in the title. So they do say distressed. Maybe they do have some fading, but I can list a pair of these, you know, based on Sell Similar and taking new photos. I could list a pair of these Rustlers from start to finish in about 5 minutes. So, I mean, if you look at that and you're making $4 to $5 a pair, you know, and you can do what, 20 pairs an hour? Is that right? 5 times? No, that's too many. 15 pairs an hour, something like that. You know, technically speaking, it could be worth it, but I don't want to have to ever list more items than I absolutely have to. I would rather source and find better and better and better items, which isn't a very easy approach when I live where I live. I can't just every day run down to the store and do a lot of sourcing. So it's hard to do that where I live. But like this next week, I'm committed to being out of town 3 to 4 days if that's what it takes to not come home with stuff that I'm not, you know, gonna really profit on. Okay. We got 2 more, guys. So, I wish I hadn't wrapped this. This is a beautiful set of mid-century modern jewelry. It is an estate pickup. Normally, when I find a bunch of jewelry at an estate sale, I just put it up as a big jewelry lot. I make a video kind of panning over every single item. If it's signed, I turn it over. I pan over it. And the jewelry sellers themselves, and then I put it on auction. I should say I put it on an auction. The jewelry sellers themselves, with that up close of pictures and a scan with a video, you know, you'll get a decent fair market value. I have, you know, thousands of people looking at my bulk jewelry auctions when I do them. And this, though, I thought, you know, I can get $25 for that set because, you know, I do briefly look them up and make sure, like I said, there's not $1,000 brooch in the thing. But I very rarely, until this gal's stuff came, do I do any jewelry in singles. And this is kind of why. This lady might even be a reseller. She has 14,000 feedback, and I'm happy. I hope she is. I only in the end got $14.99 plus shipping, so $23. Now, if I end up doing that jewelry, I'm sure my jewelry will sell really well. The thing that's sad for me is that if I do all that jewelry myself, I'll have this following for jewelry now, and then I won't have any more jewelry unless I start buying lots. The gal who looked at my finances, and I'll talk about that more, this sold via promoted, no coupon, so $14.99 plus and $23. The gal who looked into it, she buys jewelry and then she buys the bras from me. You know, she said I should just get on eBay and buy jewelry lots and never travel again. And I get it. I get that I could. To me, though, I told her, you know, I'm already traveling half of the way just to see my elderly parents. So I am traveling. There's no getting around that anyway. And then with our lifestyle and getting groceries and things like that, you know, I save so much money by just going out of town. So I'm going to, you know, try to figure out a better way to really cut my costs of traveling. But just staying in town and never leaving my little town is not really an option anyway. So I would just rather stick with clothing. I'm much better at it. I know a lot more about it than to restart in another niche. You know, I'm sure if I did, I know that my jewelry lots, the people are really excited to get them. And I'm sure they make thousands off of each one. You know, they just wait for it to sell. But I don't know. This is going to Nevada. So first class, I'm going to keep $2 and something on the shipping too. So that's not bad. So, I mean, in the end, I got $16 for this one little thing that I mean, I just paid $10 for this huge amount of jewelry. So, it's fine, but we'll see. Yeah, I want to get my mileage to my accountant, even though it's Friday, and he's probably, you know, he's, he lives in Wyoming for a reason. He's a really good accountant and all that, but he definitely takes a lot of Fridays off. You know, I don't think it's hunting season now anymore, is it? It isn't, that I know of. But anyway, you know, he takes a lot of time off, and that's good. You know, he's earned it. He's gotten himself in that financial position. So, but so he won't even be there is the point if I do get it done by like 3 or something and send it to him. Maybe during tax season he like pays more attention to his email. I don't know. But anyway, I want to get that done and out of my hair. I really, really, really do. It's one of those 2 to 3 hour jobs, and I'm going to do my mileage all the way up till now. I'm going to just double check what my mileage and per diem were for last year, make sure that we're on the same page. Is what he wants me to do. And then I'm going to finish all my mileage up until now, go into Mile IQ and classify my drives and all that. This is a capacity dress. It's a Y2K jean dress. It's a modesty dress. I do really pretty decently on these. I picked this up at the bin, so it would have cost me about $2.50. I sold it for $18.15 plus shipping, so $28.67 all in for the customer. They used promoted listings. They did not use a coupon. So that's a decent sale. So I will take it. I have a lot of unpaid items. I'm going to have to go in today. One of my St. John knit things that I sold. She's a deadbeat buyer. She never paid. So I'm going to have to go in, block. I block people who really buy like expensive items like that and then they don't pay. It's quick. I have it saved to my bookmarks. I just open a Google window, click BLOCK, and it opens to the block a buyer page. I just cut and paste it. And, you know, I just don't want them to do that over and over. It's fine. I mean, people change their mind, but especially when there's no communication. I mean, it's bad enough when, you know, these people buy it and then a few seconds later, oh, I didn't know it was a size 2, you know, even though it's in like 6 places in the listing. I mean, that's bad enough. That's disappointing, but you know, and I can afford it. I'm not like a new seller who was like planning on this money. But it's still just something that I can't wait until eBay doesn't allow that. Then at least they have to use their credit card. Then they have to wait for the money to come back from eBay, which can take 2 or 3 days. And, you know, for the credit card to process the refund. So I think it will discourage a little bit of that. At least you have to have people who, if they're going to scam you or play around on eBay, it's going to cost them something. I would be very interested to know, like, how many people on Etsy do the same thing. Like, you know, where you get charged immediately on these other platforms, or Amazon. You know, how many people go in and just buy stuff on Amazon and then cancel it right away and then wait for the refund. I would think it would be less than eBay, where there's no consequences. I do not know. All right, guys. That is all I have for today. So not bad. I'm thinking that's pretty fair for the amount of listing I've done. So I'm going to try to get 15 more up, and I hope by tonight to maybe oh, that's going to be a problem. We have breakfast in the morning, and I can't get my mail till there at 8:30. I guess I won't ship in the morning. I have a breakfast. We have not a community breakfast. It is kind of, we've advertised it to the community, but our church is having a big breakfast in the morning for a bunch of people. I know that except for the snow, there was supposed to be like 30 some people. Everybody's telling us they're coming. So I'm just not going to ship in the morning. So I'll pre-ship for Monday, and that's fine. It's probably not going to go. It's definitely not going to go anywhere tomorrow anyway. I don't think it would be any big deal. So, all right, guys, take care. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, like, make a comment. Tell me what you think about what I'm selling. What do you think I should do on the jewelry? If you have any tips, I will take them. See ya. Bye-bye.